Hey guys. So, I found a story that I want to read to you guys. So, this is a long book. I'm only reading the first 2 chapters, and the name of the story is Lonely Window, a masky fanfiction. So, let's get started, shall we? A draft of air suffocates me as I step out into the dark night. The only brightness to be seen is the many houses with moth-filled porch lights. Sorry. Surrounding their doors. I turn to the gravel road ahead of me, abandoning my sorry, I burped. My dysfunctional family in a heap of depression. My feet hit the rocky street, sending dust flying through the air, forming a cloud of smoky sky. My breaths quicken as I pick up my pace in an unforgiving neighborhood. No one here understands, nor do they care. I think back to my sister cowering in the bathroom as the sound of my mother drinking away fills her tiny eardrums, the sound of the front door creaking open, the sound of my father avoiding my suspecting mother, the sound of me crying in my bedroom. It's the only things we hear now. It's the only things we know. Once I'm away from the gathering of houses and near the tall grass field, I let out a screech of pain, not feeling the ears who listen from a distance. No one deserves to feel the way my sister does, afraid to step foot outside of the bathroom, afraid to speak in the presence of her parents, afraid to exist. It hurts me, physically, to see her suffer. My heart burns with anger and agony as I drop to my knees, giving into the sounds of suffering. I should have brought her with me, comforted her, underneath the laziness of the tall grass. But I had to be selfish. I had to escape, even a minute. Tears are glistening in my eyes, forcing a shield of blur to cascade my sight. Why do I feel bad for myself? Why does it matter? A stream begins to fall down my cheeks, wetting my neck with the salty substance. I shouldn't feel bad for myself. I could handle this in a new way, but choose not to. Ignoring this pain will only make it strike harder on me and my sister. But still, I continue to oppress the feelings that are stabbing me from the inside. I stifle a sob as the tears begin to fade away, leaving my face cold with the night air. I slowly shuffle back to my feet, looking towards the line of trees. The darkness that emerges from the woods is oddly comforting. It draws me closer and closer to them. I feel as if a force pushes my legs towards the cluster of nature, and I obey the strange urge. I'm so close now. I can see specks of dust float through the sky, illuminated by the moon's light. And there I am, an invisible line separating me from the cold woods. I look to my worn-out sneakers. In the distance, so close, yet I feel as far as I could possibly feel. It's as if my body is accepting the temptation but my mind is wandering to an unknown destination. And now, it's now or never. Taking a deep breath in, I close the distance between me and the forest, continuing my steps into the emptiness. So that was the first chapter. That was the woods. And then, alright, this, I heard something. Anyways, this is the mast. Can't say it. Anyways, that's chapter 2. Ow! What? Okay, don't you hear that? Alright, let's start the chapter. Woo! I'm flying. Oh, you have the... I have the light on. Wow, I did not expect that. Didn't mean to click that either. Alright, let's get back to the story. Give me one moment. The cat was at my door, annoying me. Alright. Now, let's get back to the story. After I rape. Sorry. My feet crunch on the forest floor, the weight of my body snapping the twigs underneath my boots. I thought she was in sneakers! Whatever, back to the story. My surroundings aren't the worst I've seen. The dead leaves scattered around in an odd attempt at comfort, but somehow it soothes me, my racing nerves. I feel the wind circle around me, sending shivers down up my bony back and forcing me to hunch over for warmth. My feet ache from the lack of sleep, making me wonder if I should turn back. But knowing my family, rest is the last thing I'll get once I return. So I continue my journey to nowhere, to anywhere. My thoughts stop swimming through my troubled brain as my eyes fill with the tired complexion. A tree stands alone ahead of me, and I soon reach it, thumping against its bark. I stare up at the sky, staring. Stars are spread along the black silk, and the crescent moon is standing in the middle of it all. Not a care to be seen. Life would be simpler in the stars. I could rest peacefully amongst the others in harmony, but of course nothing is perfect. Suddenly a branch snaps in the distance, making me jump with discomfort. I stare at the spot, the noise. Nervousness spreads quickly through my shaking body. Snap. Another one, but closer. Every time the wood cracked, I could sense it getting closer to the spot I was sat at. I scrambled to my feet, collecting myself, a stance that readies me to... I gotta move it. Where'd it go? I lost my place. Give me a second. Here it is. Alright, back to the story. Readies me to run. But when the shadow steps through the misty darkness, I freeze against the tree in fear. A man, no, the boy, slinks towards me with the white mask hiding his features and a hoodie over his pale skin. His body resembles one of a teenager, my age maybe, but it seems that he has experienced much worse years in his past. Once that ones that a simple teenage boy would not experience. The mask he wears sets off female features. Despite his gender and the silence between us is a defining cry for help. Hello? My voice cracks as I call to him. Unsure if he'll answer. He doesn't. But his legs quicken in pace. I want to move. I want to run. But my body stays in place, feet glued to the dirt floor. He's right across from me now, a hand lifted up from behind his head. I squeeze my eyes shut, ready for the impact. As he slams my head against the tree I rest on. Right here. A feeling of heat rushes through my head as I slam to the ground, my eyes squinting at the tall figure climbing over top of me. He reaches his hand back into the air. I stop him, holding his cold fist away from my perplexed expression. The boy laughs at this as he takes another hand to my face. A bruise imprinted in my right cheek. Without thinking, I kick my foot at him, causing him to roll to the floor. Yeah, go, beat him up. Okay, back to the story. Can't help it. Wait, where is it? I reach my hand out in front of me to grasp the ground in an attempt to push myself up. But with weak arms, I fail, falling back to my death. Effortlessly. The boy appears, slamming my chest into the dirt, hitting my face once more. I can feel blood drip down my forehead. Its heat trickling down to my wide open eyes. His strong arm grabs on something behind me. A sharp-edged rock. He lifts it above his head and throws it down on mine, repeating this action. My nose is burning with blood. My eyes just get open. One more blow and I'll die. Why do I deserve this? Mental abuse at home and physical abuse here? It's almost as if life doesn't need me around. No one needs me around. Maybe this is a sign to give up, to accept death with open arms. It seems it's my only option now. My ears ring with thoughts as I lose focus on my pain. What will happen to me? Will I stay under the ground, resting in my deathbed for all eternity, surrounded by an oblivion of nothingness? I am sure to soon find out. One last time I see him raise the rock, and it's as if time slows. Thoughts fluttering their Luna quits. Sorry, back to the story. Through my head, no one needs you. You're just a waste of space. You'd be better off dead. I know these voices aren't lying. They can't. They're me. So I accept defeat. And through it all, I smile. I smile for my sister. It's what she would want. She would have wanted. She only seen a frown plastered on my face, but now I can show her the other side of me. I wait for death to come, to hug me into the shadows, but it doesn't. What are you doing? Wait, let me do this. What are you doing? The figure snarls. What do you think? She's accepting death, you dum-dum. Okay, back to the story. I just can't help it. I love leaving little comments here and there. Alright, let's see. Putting pressure on my stomach, I slowly lift my eyes, inspecting his mask for an expression. To find, of course, none. I smile wider before answering him. I'm accepting death. Let's try that again. I'm accepting. I'm embracing death. Luna, quit it! Alright. My voice comes out a soft whisper. I can't do that. As the boy stares at me, not moving a muscle. My vision starts to blur as I stare at him. The boy with the mask removing himself from me. The last sight I see before I faint is him walking away. Yes! Go away! Alright. That's the end of this chapter. So, see you guys in the next chapter. I'm going to try to read better. And I will try not to leave comments, but knowing me, I will. Because that's just me. Even when I'm reading by myself, I will leave comments. So, yeah. So, if you guys liked this, let's see. Flash is on. Fingers. Bye. Oh, I stare at the screen. It has words they probably can't read. So I'm laughing at that. Okay, back to what I was saying.